today.
I'm gonna eat it up. Hey, my friend.
Hello, Amika.
You know you always say my name.
Well, yes, because it's your name.
I've been thinking about it. You actually don't. You're the only friend I have that doesn't call me by my nickname.
What's your mix? Amika.
Even when you say it, it sounds weird.
Mix.
Meeks.
Oh, Meeks.
Yeah. But from you, I just know Amika.
No, I
like
say Amika. Yeah. What's your full name?
My full name.
Amika. 3 syllables.
It's really, yeah, there's no need for a nickname.
Yeah, well,
I do
it's like
love
my
it.
name is very long with lots of syllables. Cameron. Well, it's actually the same amounts of syllables now that I think about it.
Once you break it down.
Yeah, but
You're
everyone
the
just calls
Cam.
me Cam.
Yeah.
Or
Or
Cammy.
Cammy.
Yeah.
Oh, people just call me Meeks.
No, I say Amika.
You do. You're one of the few people who
Really?
does. Yes.
That's very cute. I feel very unique.
You, oh my god. Everyone at work calls me Amika.
Yes.
Rightfully so.
Because your name is short. So to me, it seems fine.
It is short. It's also how I know you say it. Like if you had to say it differently, it would be
Like
weird.
what's going on?
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Did you forget my name?
Never.
So tell me, how's your week been? You said you've been busy.
My week's been good. But also, let's acknowledge we're in a different space today.
We are in a different space.
We're at your house today.
Yes,
Lovely.
welcome.
This side of the flay. The fillet.
And it is so humid here, it's so hot.
No, but it's very cute. I really like your house. It's very sweet.
It's
It's neat and tidy and homey, and that's respectable.
yeah, it's very on brand for me.
It is.
But yeah, it is a bit small,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a little placey.
But that makes you smarter because you need to think smarter about your space.
Look, it makes you not buy more shit, right?
Yeah, fair
Because there's
enough.
only so much space you can put everything.
Exactly.
But still, I opt in to buy different storage things.
Oh, I love that.
Ooh, I
More
know.
place to put shit.
Any excuse to.
Oh, any excuse to hoard things away.
Yeah, but because you can't throw it away.
No, not at
No,
all.
but I'm a
I have
thrower.
emotional attachment to objects.
Are you more of a hoarder?
Yes, I am actually more of a hoarder. I'm
Really?
actually going to come out and say that. I am a little bit of a hoarder. Not with meaningless stuff, but I sort of attach meaning to items and things. I'm sure
Yes.
obviously a lot of people do that. And I think that is one of the biggest things that hoarders struggle with is an emotional attachment to certain items. So I have a problem with that. Like for example, so my mom has like 3 boxes of my old school books from primary school.
No way.
I promise you. And do you think she can let that go? And she's now to the point of where she's getting rid of her storage unit. And she said, I need to bring you these boxes and then you can throw them away because I
doesn't
can't
want
throw
to
them
go.
away. But I said, if you give it to me, I won't be able to throw them away either.
Yeah,
Even though
it's
I
just
haven't seen them
passing.
in decades.
Oh, but that's cute. That's nostalgic.
I know, but that's the thing. So that's where a lot of my
Yeah,
hoarding
but,
issue comes
yeah,
from.
but that's sentimental. So keeping an old book, like a school book, I mean, you had it when you were very young. That's something cute and that you can always look back on when you get older. But there's people that will hoard plates, people that will hoard Tupperwares. I mean, you've seen those shows of extreme hoarders.
Yeah, you see, that's where I draw the line. Like if I have a Tupperware that has a little crack in it, it's going in the
Bye.
dustbin. Cheers.
Like, I don't need
Or
to.
like if a pillow has a rip. If it can't be fixed, it's going. That's my first thing. Like, can it be fixed or is there sentimental value? Sentimental value, maybe keep, but it must be very special and important.
Yes.
If broken, can it be fixed? No. Is it usable after fixing? No. Goodbye, dustbin.
Yeah.
So-
No, I agree with that. I think I'll keep sentimental things. Like, I also have a book that my mom started writing. She didn't finish it. There's like 3 pages in this book.
Oh, did
It's
she
su-
write a book?
Yeah, but she did it when she was pregnant.
Oh, so it's like a
it was
pregnancy journal.
Yes, and then she did it. She started my brother's while she was pregnant, and then while he was born. Mine was just
It was
started.
a very short pregnancy. 3 pages. She's like, fuck this.
No, I think his is longer. His is longer. Mine's a bit shorter.
She was like, dear diary. No, thank you.
But mine started when she was, it must have been when my brother was also a toddler or, young. So mine already started, post-pregnancy into like birth. And it's very sweet and it's little messages to me.
Oh, that's cute.
But-
have you read this?
Yes, it's not a long read.
Yeah, 3 pages.
Like it's a quick read, but it's very cute. So that's in my memory box.
That's sweet.
And I'll keep like that, and maybe concert tickets because
I also, like, I remember I moved out of my parents like a year and a half ago, and also there was like a box of crap like that, like concert tickets,
cool
movie
though.
tickets, cards that were special, like random pictures that I took, or like laminated things. Like I remember I even had my matric vacation rage band.
I still have it as well.
Dude, I threw that away eventually, but that was what I had, because there was a point, because I had the house that I lived in mostly towards the end of primary school and most of high school was 10 years. So at that house, I used to like have a memory wall. Like it started getting a bit messy. I used to stick, I used to literally stick shit to the wall. So I would,
But that was
everything.
That was a thing. That was
everything.
Our
I would like. So I even had this obsession with, those big Stedler wall calendars. Those like Stedler brand, Stedler, the pencil coloring brand.
Okay, yes.
They had a calendar that like a big laminate calendar that they brought out every year, and it was very expensive. But I used to love it because I used to cross the days off.
Yes.
Because I like to wish my life away, apparently.
Of course, at the ripe age of 8.
I'd be like, damn, this year needs to hurry up.
It's been a year.
Yes. But for me, there was nothing more satisfying than crossing off days on a calendar. I kept, at the top it would say like 2010 or 2011.
Yes.
So at the end of every year, I would just cut out the date of it, and then I remember I kept
the entire calendar.
No, just the date part of it as like a memento.
Oh.
So it would be like from 2012, 2013, 2014, and I would write like a little summary of that year, like just at the top.
That's beautiful.
So I would really do that. So for 5 years, I had like these strips on my wall.
No, I
and
like that. See, that's a memory worth keeping, because that's something you can also keep in like a jar or roll it up or put it in a book somewhere and then look back on that.
So unfortunately, at this point, I think I threw most of it away. But that's like how sentimental I get with like objects and memories. It is like little nostalgia pieces.
Yeah, but it's small pieces.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
acceptable.
acceptable.
I have my entire matric art portfolio, for example, because that was just, and there's lots of drawing materials and stuff that are art supplies. My entire first year art stuff for university, I also have that.
Yeah, I think at my mom's house I have our varsity stuff, and that's even the school art stuff. I'm thinking, it's time to let go.
No, I know, but for me, it's like there's lots of notebooks and stuff that I could use.
If it's a textbook.
No, it's not a textbook. It's like plain blank books.
But what did you write?
Like sketchbooks.
We studied together. What did you write? Like,
no, I know. I'm an artist. Hello. I'm waiting for the art inspiration to hit me.
That's fine. Look, if it's a drawing book, I get that.
Yes, it is a sketchbook.
If it's a sketchbook, it's worth keeping because it's wasteful to throw it away.
Exactly, this is what I'm thinking.
But other things...
No. I have thrown that away. So I have... Remember, I don't know if you were in high school, you had these big art portfolios, like the plastic things.
Yes.
And you always knew an art student because they were carrying around those dumbass fucking things. They're like, oh yeah, you're the art loser at school. Anyway, I still have that, and I shoved all my uni stuff in there because there was really cool like art. Do you remember we did art prints where you took lino? Is it lino printing? I think it's called.
We did lino, and we also did the one where you scrape into it.
I have that.
I also do.
I loved mine. I did this chick where she's like hanging upside down with like head in the clouds sort of energy. And I made like prints of that.
See, that's cool, yes.
So that was cool. Yes. And I did a one where you paint on a laminate sheet. Yes. And then you print that onto something. And you can make like prints.
Also the mesh. Do you remember that mesh thing? I still have my mesh.
Screen printing.
I still have that entire... Because it was like a mesh metal frame.
That thing was like 1,000 rand.
I still have it.
I don't know where mine is. It must be at my parents' house.
Yeah, mine's also...
Why have we not started a t-shirt printing business?
That's the next thing. After the
podcast, we're making our own merch. Who's going to buy that? Our mothers, probably.
And the best part is it's going to be self-made, do not wash.
Yes.
Period.
Oh, you can't wash. All we could afford was acrylic paint.
It's like no wash.
No.
It's for display purposes only.
Like,
I'll sign it and everything.
I will sign it and hand deliver it, depending on where you are. If you're further than 5 kilometers, I'm not coming.
It's not happening. No. You come to me. Or actually, public space.
Yeah.
You're not coming to my house.
I don't want you at my house. If I don't know you.
But yeah, it's crazy how nostalgic we do get with things. And also, it kind of becomes a testimony to we so nostalgic with things. Sorry, I'm daydreaming. I'm looking at the plot.
No, I'm looking because I can hear an aeroplane.
Oh, yeah, which is unlike for this area. I guess it's close to
Maybe.
something. But we get nostalgic for items, but at the end of the day, these items don't have as much meaning because we leave them behind. Like, they kind of become...
How sad. Dude, I am here we're going back. I'm a very existential, dread sort of person. Like, I don't... Yeah, I've always known that about myself. I love nostalgia. I'm obsessed with nostalgia. So you know those nostalgia TikToks? Have you ever seen those TikToks where it's like, oh yeah, this is like your neighborhood, your childhood looks like this,
yes,
or your
yes,
childhood smells like
yes.
this, and they'd play like at the Spur, they'd show the Spur playground, or they'd show like the things you bought at the
or
primary
like
school
Judge
tuck shop.
Judy when you were staying at home.
Yeah, so I have this thing where nostalgia plays such a like on my heartstring because I have a really fond association with nostalgia as a concept because it was a really, I don't know, it was a really valuable time in my life where I look back at being younger.
Yes.
You know, and I just value that a lot.
I agree.
I don't know. So it's not the concept of youth. It's like looking back at memories and nostalgia. That really like tugs on my heart.
You know what? It's not just that, and I don't want to keep, I feel like we harp on about it, and people have pointed out to me before that we think we're old, and meanwhile we're so young.
We are so
and we're
young.
gonna cringe when we're older, and we probably will.
We probably will, but I think that's the beauty.
It is, but I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
So, yesterday or the day before, I posted a story on Instagram with that collage with me and River.
Yes.
Yes. So it was super cute, but then I was like having this like internal conflict of like, is this cute or is this lame? Like I wasn't sure. So then I actually screenshot it and then I put it onto ChatGPT and I was like, is this lame?
Wow, I love that.
Because I was like, you know what? I was just having this feeling and like obviously, you know, Chatty's always on your
By
side.
the way, before we go on, I don't think it was lame. I think it's appropriate because
Yes.
it's your niece.
It's my niece, and it's completely appropriate.
Yes.
But the concept wasn't necessarily the photos; it was about the idea of a collage.
Oh, so the collage was bothering you?
Yes.
No, but collages are trendy. The four thing is trendy.
What you do, because you do that once a month photo dump, and it's like a template that you pull in.
Yeah.
But this collage,
It's like my month in.
Yes, but
Yes.
this collage, paste and drop and make your own, like it's a DIY collage.
Oh.
So yeah, so I put it in Chatty, and it was, and then so it gives me the thing. So what's trending now is very low. What's it, not low quality, but kind of like low quality blur.
Yeah, it must
single
be a little
image, not
blurry.
chaotic. Like
No, it's like just raw and real.
yeah, well, that's the thing. It's not raw and real.
Oh.
It's kind of like, you know, you're drinking coffee, but you just take the slight corner of the coffee and the rest of the screen
It's
is
an
like
aesthetic.
blank.
It's very aesthetic. Like if I came over to your house, I wouldn't take a picture of you. I'd take a picture of the small little plant next to your toaster.
Exactly.
And be like in tiny writing, Amika's house.
Yeah.
That's
the
No
trend now.
faces.
No.
I've seen that. There's
So-
someone I follow on Instagram.
That does that.
And I love it though.
No,
But,
but it's so
I'm getting
cool.
annoyed at it now. Controversial take, because I'm like, dude, I want to see what your life is about. And I know the little tiny snapshots, it might look super Pinterest,
It is
but I don't
Pinterest.
actually know anything literally about who you are.
So
it feels forced and framed.
and that's the whole thing. And it comes across as unauthentic, even though that's the trend at the moment. So with this collage, I was asking Chatty, and I was like, is this too old? I feel like this is something old people would do. And kind of, obviously, Chat knows I'm 29 this year, knows my history, and was like, you're at that awkward stage of your life.
Are we awkward teenagers again?
We are awkward teenagers, because it's like that awkward stage of posting a collage is very like, apparently it's a 2012 trend.
Oh, yeah.
So it's very 2012, very millennial, very real, authentic, who you are, showing snippets and like your adventures, but yeah, it's not trendy and young. And the thing is, and I was like, and what Chatty said to me was, you're at that stage where you are transitioning. You're not a cool 21-year-old anymore. You're still young.
God forbid ChatGPT ever humbles me like that. I'll be like, do you know who you're speaking to? I am the king of
nicer.
cool. Like, don't tell me what I can and can't do. I will make my granny collage.
And it's cool.
And it is super cool. And I'll put 7 tags, the location, and all my friends.
And all gyps.
And the dancing ones.
Woo.
Woo.
So that was the whole thing, and it just dawned on me that same with nostalgia, it stands out to us because we are making this transition.
It's true.
It's still a very early transition, and I get it. We're young, but we're not on that like.
I think we're on the arse end, because we are on
We
our arse
are.
end of our 20s, and I think that is a very confusing time in life. Because like we've said many times before, like some people are millionaires and some of them have no houses. It's like
Yeah.
the range of where you can be in life in your late 20s is massive. So it is, I think, a very naturally confusing phase.
It feels like it, but you speak to people who are older. Like I have this friend that's, early 40s, and he's always like, "Oh, you're so young. You're gonna look back at this and be like, oh, I was so young."
But it
And
is true, we are so young.
We are, and we will.
Because
will
I
look-
literally still feel like a teenager that's like renting a house.
That's
Or like
it.
doing grocery shopping, like planning meals, planning CrossFit sessions.
Especially because we don't have.
Taking pills and vitamins. Like I literally feel like I'm faking doing that.
Yeah,
stuff.
but we don't have kids.
No, we don't.
So
Thank
it's like
heavens for
so
that.
it's like we don't even have that
But
responsibility.
that's also kind of cute.
It is, but what I'm saying is we don't have that responsibility, but we're starting to feel that nostalgia of when we see these videos of our childhood, or like, what were those shoes that would pop out with those wheels? Heelys. If you see a Heely, oh my word, talk about unlocking awesome memories.
Hannah Montana 25-year anniversary. I'm excited. I cannot wait for that.
But you see what I'm saying?
That's true. No, sorry, not 25, 20-year anniversary. And the fact to say that Hannah Montana was 20 years ago, firstly, does kind of make sense. It was 2006.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Really? No, that makes sense, because when I think about it, it does literally feel like long ago. Like 2006, we were what? Grade 3, grade 2? Grade 3?
I'm not sure.
So, yes, bless. Grade 3 was a long time ago. We were 8 years old. We are now 26. So I
About
hope...
26?
I mean, 28. Clearly maths also. Wow. We need to cut that out.
When you are on denial of how old you are, that you start telling, you know what? Every day I'm telling somebody a different age.
I'm
It's
still
like
26, Cam. You're turning
I die.
29 in this year. Oh, well, yeah, brain fart. But yes, exactly.
So nostalgia is a real thing, and I've been feeling it a lot with the movies.
Movies?
So, when last have you been to a cinema?
We saw Avatar,
You
the
did?
latest Avatar in the movies. That was what, last year, December?
Oh, December. I thought you guys were like more October, November. I don't know when Avatar came out. December.
No, it was December. 17 December. It was just after I went on leave.
And then before that?
Couple months, maybe. Like
Okay,
a date night.
So you
vibe.
actually do go
We
to...
do make an effort to. A date night is a dinner and a movie for us still.
Aww.
So we still do that. Like,
Okay, so then it's not as nostalgic for you.
no, but like whenever I go to the Brooklyn Mall cinemas, which was like my cinemas growing up, I do feel quite nostalgic. I always have this one memory of seeing Pirates of the Caribbean with my parents, like at World's End, and it was like the cinema line was out the door.
Yeah.
Like my parents booked weeks for that movie because they knew it's going to be so busy. And we went as a family. We had dinner afterwards.
It was a big family
It was a big family movie night, and I remember that memory of movies is like stuck in my brain.
Yes.
Because that's how I remember the movie. So whenever I go to the movies and there's like no one there, it's empty. I'm sitting in the theater like with my boyfriend. I'm like, wow, like time flies. Like what is going on? What happened?
So that's the biggest thing. So I have not been to a movie cinema, I want to say in 2 years. It's probably been more than 2 years.
No, come
I'm
on.
telling you, I have not been to a
That's
it's
insane.
To the point where, 2 years. I think the last movie I watched was
Step Up
Wolverine.
3D.
Take it on, or Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, Fast and the Furious 3.
And the last one was Wolverine. That
Oh, that's a good one.
Deadpool Wolverine one.
Oh, but that's good.
It was good and it was nice to watch in the cinemas, but you don't get popcorn like you used to. They
Yeah.
don't pre-make the popcorn, they pre-pack it.
Yeah, they do. They
So
ship it
now-
in there and they just keep it warm.
They just keep it warm. So, you get
Yeah.
this bag of popcorn, not even them dishing it into that container.
yeah.
The spices, you used to go to the spice racking and just pour as much as you want. Now you get three. You literally get 3 spices.
Yeah, you're allowed to choose 3 spices. Yeah.
That's all you get. So it's not the same, and then it's quiet. There's not that many.
It doesn't have the
people.
vibe that it
it's
used
not
to.
what it used to
So
be.
this is also another thing I was thinking about, because as generations move on and get older, I think either it's sort of the idea of nostalgia that I think nostalgia as a concept gets to everybody as they age and get older.
Yes.
I think that is a given because as you get older, you always think the past looked shinier and looked better. Our parents feel the same. Anyone that's older or is a few like I would say maybe every 10-year gap is a sort of newer generation.
True.
Because they do feel the same.
Yeah.
Like how we see 2000s movies and the vibe, our parents saw the 90s, or how our
And I think for our parents, a big thing was these driving ranges where you would, and we got a bit of it. Like I remember a bit of it, but not so much when you
drive in.
drive
Yeah.
in. When you would take your car, you would park it, especially men then.
Yeah, that I never did that. My parents were not into that. They didn't like that.
Oh, we
But I had
loved
so many
it.
friends that said they've done that, and I had never done that ever.
You see, and it's not a thing anymore. God, look, Menden was one of the
it
longest
closed down
one.
about 8 years ago.
Yeah,
so
they
still
kept
relatively recent.
They kept that going as long as possible.
They did.
But we used to go to one Joburg side, and that closed when I was still very young because it became a hijack hotspot.
Oh, really?
It was. I mean, it was in Joburg, so it wasn't the
Yeah.
best area. But people would come and rob their families in their cars.
That's wild.
But I just remember because you would walk down to. So how the cinemas work is you park your car, then you have to tune in your radio.
Yes, you do, because it must be on the same frequency, so this audio comes through the car.
Yeah. And it comes through the car.
But I always thought that's so dumb, because when you sit... Okay, can I just say that concept doesn't make sense to me, because you're the kids in the back seat, your parents have the best fucking view, because they're in the front seat.
Yeah, but okay, you don't watch it like... you don't watch it like that. You don't...
I don't understand.
I'm sorry, you don't just sit in the car like...
I think the kids have the worst view, because these dumbasses are sitting in the back
What you
seat.
do is reverse the car.
And then the parents have the shit view. I still don't understand.
Everyone kind of gets out the car and you all pile in the boot.
Oh, no wonder this went out of business. This sounds horrendous.
And you watch the movie from your boot or something. If you had a bucky, you would like put in a mattress and like make it a whole thing.
So now I've got to pack up my house firstly, put cushions remember to put cushions and blankets in the boot, drive to the place, reverse park, problem number 2, make sure I have a whole day bed camping situation, tune my radio and hope I don't get hijacked all in one night.
And then you still have to walk all the way to the bottom to get your snacks. Because it was like a little snack place.
Okay, no, I can understand why this went out of
I
business.
loved it. Because the kids would play, like, I remember when I was young, we wouldn't really watch the movies. All the kids,
So now your parents are wasting money.
they're sitting watching 50 First Dates while the kids run around. We made friends there. So it
Shame,
was
but
super
that is
cute.
cute. That
But
is
yeah,
cute.
not practical.
No, not at all. Because I was thinking that's so stupid. How do you watch the kids like they must stare at the back of your heads the whole movie? Or like sit towards the middle.
I'm sure you got some square families that used to go and they wouldn't like change their seating. Everyone just had to stay how they were seated and just move their
Yes,
head
I'd poke my head out the sunroof if you had one.
out the window.
Behind your snacks.
So yeah, so that's out of business, but that was probably very nostalgic for our parents.
Yeah,
that was the
maybe.
only I
Yeah,
guess, movie
my
cinema.
dad liked the drive-in because it's called a drive-in. So you had a
Yes.
drive-in cinema, but my parents grew up a lot with the drive-in restaurants.
Yes,
So-
diner type style.
Yeah. So there are one or two around the country that still
Yes.
operate. There's one in like not Waverley area, Queenswood area.
Yeah, there's one here in Centurion.
Yeah, so I mean the
Roadhouse.
concept, yes, it's called a roadhouse. That's what it's called. So that concept does exist, and I have done it a couple times, and that's cute because, like, when I lived with my parents on a Friday, I was like, okay, let's go. Like, I drive my little car, and then they put the 2 dogs, Kyle and Tiara, in the car in the
Yeah.
back, and then my stepmom's like in there. So that was cute.
Yes, and then they literally they put the tray on your car, they hook it
Yes.
on your car, then the food comes to you and you eat it in your car.
Yeah, so that's cute.
It's a cute idea, but also once again coming back to the practicality of A, watching a movie in your car, and B, eating in your car.
See, eating in your car, I can still understand. But then again, your car's going to be dirty, or what if you drop a milkshake in there? or
Yeah, and you're eating, I mean, you're going to Roadhouse, I'm not ordering a salad. I'm having like a burger and chips, and that stuff is
Exactly.
like deep fried in
It
like
is,
old
and
oil.
saucy.
Yeah.
And then the chips taste like fish.
Ugh, because
Because they use the same bloody oil from 1962.
everything. It's how they get the flavor, okay? It's authentic. Yummy.
Love the carcinogens pumping through my blood.
So, Sunday, I'm going to tell you something that made me feel super nostalgic.
Oh, okay.
I have Netflix and Amazon Prime.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the two I have. Amazon Prime and Netflix.
Not Disney Plus.
No, I used to. I got rid of that.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, I wanted to watch The Truman Show.
Oh, with Jim Carrey.
Yes, so
the Jim Carrey drama, by the way.
Can we touch
Can
on
we
that?
touch on
But
that?
let me tell you my Apple
Yes,
story.
let's go there first, yeah.
So I signed up for their free trial because you can get a 7-day free trial.
What's this now, for Amazon?
No, this is for Apple TV.
Apple TV, yeah.
Because that was the only platform that had The Truman Show. So signed up, cool, find it on the TV, sync the TV to the app or however, and then I want to find Truman Show, click to play. No, you have to rent it.
Oh, okay, yes.
Typical Apple fashion, and I'm an Apple fan, so I don't want to give them too much shit, but in true Apple fashion, it's like pay 120 Rand or 130 Rand for subscription,
Yeah.
and then rent on top of that.
For 100 Rand.
Well, it was $30 luckily. I think.
So did you end up doing that?
Yeah, so I rented it for $30, 35 Rand or something.
Okay.
Which isn't that expensive.
No,
but, it
but
made
in the
me
day of
feel,
streaming, in the age of streaming.
right?
Yeah.
Like to rent a movie and then the movie's been rented, and now
you got
can
48
watch it.
hours.
You have like 48 hours to watch it.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it made me feel very, very I wasn't happy. Like
No, but it was cute.
I know it cost me money to feel this little bit of
Well,
joy.
so did renting actual movies back in the day. It was that exact process.
Exactly. But that
Well,
was
obviously, besides you got to walk to the shoppy.
yeah, but
choose
that
the
was
movie.
also
That was also so fun.
That was also a whole thing. We would always get pizza.
We'd get biltong and snacks.
Oh, that's also
Because we
a
got
good
takeaway
one.
when we got home. So we'd always it was Friday. It was
Yeah,
always a
it's
Friday.
always a Friday.
It was always a Friday. Like my parents picked us up, me and my sister, and then we go. Like I'm still in my school clothes sort of energy. Like that's what we used to,
Yeah.
because I used to blom the whole afternoon in my school clothes. I was that kid. Annoyingly enough. But I
It's
loved that.
weird. No, not in the school
I
clothes.
enjoyed that.
The movie cinema show, not the school clothes.
Oh, the school clothes.
Oh no,
Because they were fine.
they were uncomfortable.
Oh, not mine.
Well, I mean, I guess girls would have skirts.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
don't want to chill in
What was
that.
that? Shorts.
Chill.
And buttons. So yeah, my dad would take us, and then we go and choose a movie. And my sister would always choose like an R-rated movie because edgy.
AG.
And I could never watch those. And
Oh, so you'd have to go to bed.
yeah, yes, of course, because then
Aw.
my sister would have her friends over, and then my sister would be like, no, you can't watch that. Sorry, because they would get horror movies of the 2000s, so like The Ring, or they'd watch like White Chicks, or they would watch like those
Yes.
classic 2000s
Classics.
like horror movies.
Friday the
and-
13th.
Yes, that's what they would always do, and I obviously could never watch that because I was 6, 7 years old.
Yeah.
So but then I'd get my little movie, but then I'd watch it by myself.
Oh, that's not the same.
No, I
But
know.
it's not always about the movie. It was about just the process of getting it.
Yes, and
Like getting the food, choosing the movie. Sometimes you'd have to book the movie in advance because
or
Friday
they didn't
was a-
have it. Yes,
Oh.
that would annoy the cock out of
No,
me.
or they had it, but they've booked out or sold out for
Oh,
the day.
true, yeah.
So, because they only have so many literally the fact that they only had so many actual tangible videos that you
That's
could
so
rent.
silly. Like, surely, why don't they just buy like 10 of them and then just rent them out? Which is, I'm assuming, what they did.
Yeah, but they probably did, but you can only cap it at so much. Like, you can't have, 50 of them, because that movie's not going to last forever. It's not going to be the top.
That's valid.
So they would
yeah.
maybe get 10 of the top of each, but still you had a top 10. So then
But
top
what
10
a
of
movie
each.
cost 100 Rand back in the day, like to buy the DVD. I was a bit of a spoiled kid growing up. Like I bought DVDs if I
Yeah,
wanted
it
them.
depends on which one.
Yes.
But this was your latest releases. Like
Yeah,
this
see, that
movie
was
just-
expensive. That probably
exactly.
was, yeah.
I think renting it cost about $100.
No ways.
So I must have.
No. Otherwise, no one would have bought them, dude. Seriously.
Well, I mean, if we think how many years ago, you're probably right, but it was pricey. It was not on the cheap. Like you
No,
had
it wasn't. It was like more of like a nice thing to do was to go and treat and buy rent some DVDs.
Yes.
But then I always remembered like the really wealthier like kids and friends and families that I knew, like their parents would rent a movie.
Oh,
The
each get
kids would get a
one.
movie, the older kids would get a movie, and then everyone would watch their movies in the different TV rooms.
Okay, that's a bit extreme.
No, but I remember our one family friend was like that. I was like, wow, you can rent
Wow.
three DVDs.
You guys must be loaded.
Literally, and they would watch in different rooms because the
That's-
main parents would watch in the main lounge, and there'd be a kids' room, and then the teens would watch in another room.
Yes, it's a bit sad though. It's a bit disjointed, and that's another thing about having maybe too much money, where you spoil the kids, creates like almost barriers within the family dynamic.
But most nights, my sister and I would watch together. Like that was, we would watch a funny movie together, and I always have this like memory of eating. It was fruit chutney biltong. I don't know why,
my
but we'd
word.
eat so much of it that you get sick.
Yeah,
Like, and
we
you're
would
like, what
not.
did we do? We shouldn't have eaten all this, and then we'd like pass out. So that was really cute.
You would. Like it's a beautiful memory. And once again, just going back and wrapping up on the nostalgia, it's because of the good feelings we have
It
on
is,
it.
yeah, it is.
And yes, every generation is going to have theirs, but if we look at the current way things are going, it's not just generational, it's just how the world is currently. We are all so dissociated with each other. I mean, social
That's
media
also a
has
whole
taken
nother
over.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about the running event, people dating. I mean, this whole in-person dating is not so much of a thing. When people have interviews, I know so many people that will have an interview for a company, but it's always first online.
Yeah.
Even if it's an in-person job, they might have the first round of interviews
Just online.
Just online.
Yeah.
So we've just created this not bringing everyone together, where your movies and your drive-in or drive-throughs, they would bring people together, the roadhouses.
Yeah.
It's not like that anymore.
No, it's not at all. But that also makes me sad.
It is
But then
sad.
I feel like our parents felt the same, perhaps, about their past. Like maybe when things started moving into digital, our parents already felt that there was a divide happening.
Look,
But I think now genuinely the divide is extremely obvious. Like you can see the divide because the screen is literally the divider between everything else, you know, and we're becoming less and less dependent on like human contact and human interaction. I think the future is like extremely uncertain in that aspect because
we don't know where it's going to go.
well, I literally know it's going to be in front of a screen and with AI. Like serious, like it's so honest, and it is. It's in front of us as we speak. Like it's currently happening.
There's almost no avoiding it. So I understand the concept of either get on the train or get off and get left behind. So you don't want to get left behind.
But I want to get left behind.
But I don't.
As I get older, I'm realizing I'm okay to get off the train and be left behind because sometimes I feel like I am on the rat race of life. I am on the rat wheel. Like I'm running in circles and I'm running. And then when I fall off the rat wheel and I look at it spinning, I'm like, what am I doing? This is crazy.
It is crazy.
So before I fall off the wheel again, I often take breaks and just mentally get off the rat race and look at it from a distance and be like, I can have a balance. I can have this crazy like life and the ongoing and the social and the media and the pictures, but I can step off and stay at home, read a book, leave my phone here,
Disconnect
don't bring
from
it
it.
with, don't scroll on socials.
Yeah, but even then, so you I 100% agree. You kind of take a break from that rat race, and a rat race is something that I hate that I'm a part of it, and I know I'm a part of it. I think living in Gauteng is a huge contributing factor to that. I don't want to live in Gauteng forever. To be honest with you, in my next 5-year plan, I don't want to be here because the rat race in Gauteng is amplified, and I don't like it. But even when you take a step back, you don't take a step back in a community.
No, you don't. You just take it alone,
You take it alone.
Well,
Because
I do take it alone.
and that's good. Alone time is great, and we all need it. But it's not like what you said, like with our parents. And I think that's a big thing that they've maybe struggled with is in their days, the social media. I mean, if we look at our grandparents, phones didn't even exist.
Yeah.
So when you would step back, you were stepping back to your community, to your friends,
family, to your friends.
to seeing people. You'd be part of things. I mean, you'd watch movies when they would have like these community halls and everyone would come and dance and I don't know.
Literally, yeah.
And that's not a thing now. You take a step back and you read a book, but you're reading it alone in your house.
That is so true. That is so true.
And it's sad, but there's no solution to it.
There is no immediate solution. But I completely agree with you with that because you do. So when you're in the rat race, as soon as you pull yourself out of it, like you said, you spend it alone to sort of recuperate yourself. But like you don't necessarily fall back onto family or you fall back onto friends because you're probably just a bit shell-shocked in the moment and you want some peace. So then you completely separate yourself.
You need that.
You do need it.
Because the rat races can feel
because
so
there's
tiring.
no in-between. There's no in-between. Because also what has become, what I've noticed, is our social lives and our social gatherings have become part of a rat race and not necessarily a time to disconnect. It feels like an obligation.
You know what? And It's so surreal with you saying that because it's so sad, but so true.
It's
Especially
true.
with things like maybe seeing family.
Yeah.
Seeing family is amazing, and I love seeing family.
Same, I love it
But
as well.
sometimes,
I actually came out or had it out with my dad the other day because came out. Long story short, for example, he was saying like, listen, Cam's not necessarily always replying to my WhatsApps. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave him. But from my perspective, I'm thinking you don't often reach out as much anymore. You
on the
don't
flip
check in how I'm
side.
doing. So I feel like pointing a finger back at him. Anyway, I had it out and said, listen, there is nothing. The quietness is not me not wanting to or being too
No,
busy.
it's not
It's that
rejection.
I'm literally just trying to build my life and build the pieces, and I'm not focusing on necessarily then reaching out.
Yeah,
But he would, for example, maybe have more time. So I'm expecting him to maybe reach out a bit more. So we
yeah.
both like bumped heads a bit there. We sorted it out.
Yeah, but sometimes you need that.
But exactly, and I'm glad I have had it. But it's like I'm also in that point in my life where I literally tell people, please reach out to me. Because I see it as I only have so much, like my glass has so much to give in a day. And I don't mind if I tell you to reach out to me to fill the glass because
Yeah.
I just don't have that mental energy right now. But I'd rather be a bit much and then go and do something than not do anything at all and be like, I never see my friends,
I
I
never
never
do
see this.
So that's the other side of it. But then once again, like we said, it becomes this obligation of, oh, I need to see my dad, or I need to see my mom, or I need to make time for this person.
When we were younger, that wasn't a thing. Your life and your family and your life was part of your downtime also.
Yeah.
Whether our downtime now does not necessarily include them.
But I think it's also because your family grows, right?
It
So, I
does.
mean, you have Divan, and now you need to see his family.
Yeah.
You need to see his siblings. You need to then see your family, yours. So it's not just, your mom and dad. And we're in the same situation.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a dad, a stepmom, and then you have your mom. And
Which
now
was
your mom's-
it's already a thing on its own.
So that's two separate...
Mother's Day, good heavens, I need 4 different Mother's Day occasions.
Exactly.
And I often tell all the mommies, can I say, please, can we have one big cadoodle and we all have a big mommy's day? And we actually did that last year. It was very
And
sweet.
that helps.
It was fantastic. My stepmom, my mom, his mom, and both of our grannies also. We had a big mommy's day, and that was
cute.
so cute.
And and those situations help when you can just gather everyone.
Yes, I'm like, guys, we're rallying it up here, please.
Team, come together. But
Come.
not all families can.
No, they can't.
So like some people, like obviously, the other new partner, they don't get along.
Yeah.
And then and once again, it's like, and it sounds bad to say, but there's only so much time in the day because we spend so much of it in the rat race. And
That's
this rat
true.
race is the race of work.
But
we are
the
constantly
rat race
keeping
makes
up.
sense. We need to do the rat race to make money.
So and
That's also the hard part.
And this is now coming down to this toxic cycle where there is no escape from it. And we can speak about balances. We can speak about how on the weekend you should go hike.
Yeah,
you should go
prioritize
meditate.
yourself,
But
focus
at
on
the
yourself.
end of the day, we are still participating
We have to
in
participate
this
in
shit
the
show
rat
of a
race.
rat race.
We do.
And I don't want to.
No, I don't either.
But
But those bills need to be paid.
like someone's got to pay for my car,
That's-
and it's me.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. So I'm also under the impression, so my parents are now in their retirement age. My mom has just retired. And my dad's also on his way to retiring. My stepmom's also going to retire next year. So I'm at the age where now, well, I'm not going to say at the age, like my parents are at the age where they are retiring.
Yes.
So they're also going through a new phase in their life.
That's also a lot of self-discovery.
Yeah, bless my mom as well. She's learning how to deal with this because my mom is a hyper independent woman. She's focused on her work. So when her work was finished and they're like, okay, clap hands, goodbye. She was like, what do I do now?
It's an identity crisis.
It is. Oh, also a whole nother story. So, yeah, and how they feel like they want to go and retire and calm down. I feel like we're saying that, but we're just in the beginning of our careers.
Just the beginning.
So it's crazy because I think you do go in these.
Yeah, but it's not the same. I'm sorry. When our parents started working, they didn't have AI. They weren't competing with AI.
No, they
It wasn't
weren't.
like what it is now.
Which is also scary.
So I feel like because everything is times 2, I won't even want to say times 4 compared to burnout is happening a lot quicker in people's lives than it did with our parents.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of people don't want to retire at 65. I mean, there's a lot of people our age that have this like really quick, short plan of making as much money as they can, invest
Literally.
in this, invest in that, so they
So
can
that by
retire
40
at
they
40.
can be done.
But then you comes back to, what purpose do you have if you don't have something to keep you busy? Like, I don't know. I don't want to sit around all day and do nothing. I don't want to work, but I don't want to sit around and do nothing. The goal is to own a farm, right?
Yes, and then have Cameron also be on the farm.
Yeah, and then we look after the sheepies
And
and
the
the chickens.
and
That's the
we
goal.
build a natural swimming pool. We build a bike ramp thing.
Like,
we go mountain biking.
If my life in the next 10 years could be me on a farm, I would be the happiest girl ever.
If you had to tell that to your 10 years ago self.
Oh, she would think I'm so lame.
Oh, but that's crazy.
I think 18-year-old Mika wanted to live in Sandton and be
and want to be like the best job and the best
the
designer.
best and like this, the CEO boss bitch. That
Like,
is not a goal of mine.
No.
I do not want to be a CEO boss bitch. I don't care if that changes how people want to see me. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I want the opposite of that. I want a nice farmy and I'll have we'll have a farm like shop, and then we can sell the produce. We make stuff.
And then we can make cute little boxes. I'm excited.
You see, then our skills and our degree won't go to waste.
No, it's combined.
It's combined.
Because we'll use our design and creation and branding knowledge to create.
So that is the goal. We just need to get a whole bunch of people to invest in this idea.
I'm not going to invest in it, but I'm here for it. Everyone else needs to invest in the idea.
Invest in the idea.
And they're going to not get their money back.
No, your money will come with entertainment.
Oh, yes.
And
No,
the merch.
precisely. That's
and
what
then
I
the
mean.
merch we're going to make from the screen printing.
Yes, the screen printer for the t-shirts that you can't wash.
So nostalgia is a big part of us, and I think you're right. Every generation has their nostalgia, and it will always have a special place in everyone's heart. And it's fun to go down those rabbit holes and to have like an 80s party or however you want to express it.
Exactly, yeah. Because like I said before, nostalgia does mean something different for everybody. And everyone will always keep and hold that close to their hearts.
And even this generation, like even the youth of today, even if you're 16, there's certain things that you might find nostalgic. It just depends how you want to define the word. If you want it to be nostalgic is 30, 40 years, I think you can still feel that emotion regardless of your age.
Exactly, 100%.
Love you, bye.